Alright, this lesson is on multiplying and dividing fractions. We've looked at adding fractions and we've looked at subtracting fractions, which were very similar. Multiplying and dividing are different. Okay, here's your rules for multiplying fractions. You need to remember SOS. The first S stands for shape, meaning any whole numbers that you have, place them over 1, and mixed numbers are changed into improper fractions. The point is you want to shape them so they look like a fraction, one number on top of another, like a ratio. Step 2, O, operate. Whenever you multiply fractions, you're just going to multiply straight across from left to right. And the third S is you're going to simplify. You're going to write the fraction in its simplest form, SOS. So example number 1, first thing we got to do is shape it. We want to make these look both like fractions. I'm going to first take my 6 over 5 and I'm just going to put that negative with the numerator so it'll have a place to go so when we operate we won't forget that negative. And then the 7 we're going to put over 1. It doesn't change the number, it's the same value, it's just in a different form. Next thing you're going to do after you shape is operate. You're going to multiply straight across. So now we have that negative in a place, we can use it. A negative 6 times 7 will give us 42, a negative 42. And then that'll be over, and you multiply straight across here. So we went negative 6 times 7 will give us a negative 42. Now we're going to multiply the bottom. 5 times 1 will give you 5. Then you may simplify. And what I did here is I changed it into a mixed number. Now, if you don't know the shortcut to do this, number 1, you can divide, but you can also kind of do it in your head. You can say, how many times will 5 go into 42? Well, it goes in 8 times. That'll give you 40. Well, how many do you have left over? 2. So 5 goes into 42 8 times. You have 2 left over out of 5. There's your shortcut. Example number 2. Need to shape. You're going to change your mixed number into an improper fraction. To do that, you're going to multiply, then add. 3 times 2 will give you 6, and 6 plus 2 is 8. So that'll be 8 over 3. Then you can just bring down your times 5, 6. After you shape, you're going to operate. You're going to multiply straight across. So you're first going to multiply your top numbers. 8 times 5 will give you 40. Then the bottom numbers, your denominators, will be 3 times 6 will give you 18. You may then simplify. And before you change it into a mixed number, you can go ahead and simplify it down. 40 divided by 2 will give you 20. 18 divided by 2 will give you 9. Then you can change it into a mixed number as well. Using our shortcut, 9 goes into 20 2 times, that's 18. To get the 20, that's 2 more out of 9. When you're dividing fractions, almost the same, except I got another letter, and that's C. So instead of sauce, it's SCOS. First thing's the same. You're going to shape, change any mixed numbers to improper fractions, and place any whole numbers over 1. The C is to convert. Just like we changed subtraction problems into addition, we are changing dividing problems into multiplying. Multiplying is really easy. You go straight across. So we want to keep it that way. You can divide fractions straight across, but we will get to that another time. Alright, so the rule is going to be keep times flip. Just like keep, change, change, keep times flip. Then you're going to operate. You're going to multiply straight across and then simplify. Everything else is the same. Alright, first thing here, we have a negative 4 over 6 divided by 9. You're going to shape it. So I put that negative with the numerator so I have a place to go. And then the 9 will be 9 over 1. Now everything looks like fractions. Now converting, you're going to change it to multiplication. So this is what you do. You're going to keep your negative 4/6 the division sign changes into multiplication, and then you flip. So instead of 9 over 1, we're going to have 1 over 9. Keep times flip. Now, you're ready to operate and simplify because you have a multiplication problem. Multiply across. -4 times 1 will give me a -4, and then 6 times 9 will give me 54. Divide by 2 to simplify. -4 divided by 2 is -2. 54 divided by 2 is 27. There's your answer. Going to do SCICE again. Let's shape. 1 over 3 will stay the same, but our division, before we divide, we're going to have to change that mixed number to an improper fraction by multiplying and then adding. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17 over 5. Bring everything else down. Now, instead of dividing here, we need to change it to multiplication, which is a lot easier. So we're going to keep our 1/3, change our division to addition, and instead of 17 over 5, we have 5 over 17. Now you're ready to operate and simplify. Multiply across. So, top numbers, 1 times 5 will give me 5, and 3 times 17 will give me 51. This is simplified. This is our answer. I want you to try these on your own, see what you can do.